going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a DIY, and it's going to consist of 6 DIYs for an apartment, bedroom, dorm room, something along those lines. And I have a bunch of different types of DIYs for you guys. One of them is for DIYing a painting to a chalkboard, which is really cool for anyone's apartment or bedroom. Some canvas art inspired by Victoria's Secret pink collection. A heart wall collage that really tidies up my room and makes it a little bit more me. And a DIY brush holder and a DIY money jar, and I think that's it, right? I'm looking around my room because it's filled with DIYs, and I'm so excited to keep getting crafty because I noticed that doing DIYs really helps my stress go away, like completely go away, and I feel a lot more happier, and I'm always thinking of ideas of new DIYs to do, and I have so many DIYs planned out for you guys for back to school. Oh, so if you recreate any of these awesome DIYs, you should definitely tweet me a picture or Instagram a picture. My Twitter and Instagram is @MakeYouSparkle, so you guys should definitely check it out and follow me there. I also have a Facebook fan page which has gotten a few likes, and I'm just like, wow, that's cool. So if you want to go and like it, that would be awesome. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all soon, and I hope you enjoy. So the first DIY is a DIY brush holder, and we're going to start off with getting a jar, some sparkles or glitter, a sponge brush, Mod Podge, and some stickers to decorate your jar with. And then you're going to take your Mod Podge and pour it into the bowl. You're going to want to coat it evenly, but sometimes that's really hard, especially if you have a difficult jar to work with like me, but I tried my best, so I just used the sponge brush to evenly coat the jar, and then I started to pour the glitter in, and this is definitely my favorite part just because I love glitter, and if you like glitter you should definitely like this video. Then you're just gonna want to turn it over and then do it over a trash can so that you don't get your floor all messy, but it should look something like this in the end, and you should let it dry for around an hour. Now I'm just gonna decorate it and put some bows on it because everything is better with a pink bow on it. I mean, come on, bows are awesome. I'm so weird. Okay, so we're just gonna put on a little bow, and then I'm gonna take some stickers because stickers make everything better, and I'm just gonna put the word brushes over it, but you could pretty much do everything with this. You can make it a pencil holder, a marker holder, and it looks something like that. And at the end I added 2 flowers, and it turned out like this. Now you're just going to want to add some beading. No one's going to see this, so I just found some beads around my house and I put it in. And then I put my brushes in, and I think that this is a super cute and simple DIY, and it's also a great gift to give if you have a friend or a family member who's obsessed with makeup. Now it's time for DIY number 2, and this is a heart collage, and I think this is super cute and adorable for a dorm room or any room to be exact. So the first thing you want to do is get some pictures. I got a bunch of Polaroids that I had collected from the year, and what you're going to want to do is lay out all of your photos on the ground to give you kind of a sketch of how you want to place it. I did my sketch like 8 different times, so if your first time isn't perfect, don't worry. So then you want to get some double-sided tape. I only had mounting tape, and honestly spent like $8 on this when you really just need double-sided tape. And you're just gonna want to turn over your photos and place the double-sided tape and hang it up on your wall. So it's super simple and adorable, and I love it to death. Now the third DIY is a Victoria's Secret pink inspired canvas art, and then in the middle I had this art piece that I got inspired by Laura D.I.Y to do, so I'll leave her link down below so you guys can check out how to do it. I used a little bit of a different technique than her, but it's pretty much the same. So first you're going to need canvas, some glitter, Mod Podge, metallic spray paint, pink paint or whatever color you want, and a paintbrush and blue painting tape. And this is just the sketch I used for the deer. So you're going to want to take out your canvases outside because you really don't want the fumes of the spray paint in your house, and you're just going to want to evenly coat, and by evenly I mean completely coat your canvases. And of course it looks crazy when you first do it, but then it dries really well and you don't see those weird splotches you see right now. So after you do that, you're going to want to take your blue painting tape and do 1 inch increments. Is that what it's called? I think it's increments. So it's like silver, blue tape, and 1 inch apart. And then after that, you're going to want to take your pink paint. I looked for the perfect pink paint, and this is Rosy Petal that I got from Michael's. And you're just going to want to paint your silver area. And yeah, as you can see, I'm amazing at art, and I made a mess, but because of the blue tape, it doesn't even matter if you make a mess, because the lines usually end up turning out perfect, and if they don't, you could just fix it with a Q-tip. So now I'm just gonna apply this over the edges, make sure you get around the canvas as well, and I'm doing 2 coats to make it a lot more opaque because I wanted the pink to be vibrant. Now you're just gonna want to remove the tape, which is kind of hard to film, and as you can see I messed up, but then I fixed it. And this is what it looks like on the wall. Now for the chalkboard, you're gonna want to get a painting, chalkboard, paint, and metallic spray paint. So this is kind of tedious to do because my frame was actually stuck to the glass part, so I had to first tape up the frame, which was a lot of work, let me tell you. So after I taped up the the glass part, I'm spray painting the wooden part with silver spray paint, and I'm gonna do 2 coats. Make sure you get all the edges and sides. As you can see, my frame has a lot of bumps and edges to it, so I had to be very careful, but that is how you just spray paint it. And now I waited 2 hours, and using the same tape as before, I'm just applying that over the frame so that I could spray paint the glass, and I'm spray painting it with the chalkboard paint. With the chalkboard paint, you need to do 2 coats, and you have to wait 24 hours before you draw on it, because if you don't wait those 24 hours, you end up scratching the chalkboard. Learn from my mistake, guys. When they say 24 hours, they aren't kidding. So that is how it looks like, and I think it looks so cute. And I just wanted to quickly say thank you for 1,000 subscribers right now, because I saw it this morning and I died of happiness, so thank you so much for 1,000. Now it's time for the money jar. So this is great for the school year if you're saving up. So you're going to need some ribbons, paint, stickers, and a mason jar. So first I'm putting in a bunch of pink paint in my mason jar, and then I am twirling the mason jar around to get the tape around, which is a lot harder than it looks, guys. It's a lot harder than it looks. So then I took a brush and I'm just coating it evenly around with the paint. And now you're just going to turn it over and let it sit there for about 10 hours. And now I'm just decorating my mason jar with stickers. My mason jar just says VidCon 2014 money, because I'm saving up for VidCon, guys. I have to go. If you guys plan on going next year, let me know in the comments below. And that's it. Bye. Love you. Mwah.